Here we are, still at Monster Bash 2011, and I'm standing next to Edward Douglas of Midnight Syndicate, of The Dead Matter. Ed, The Dead Matter, your name's all over this thing. Composer, director, editor, co-writer. What didn't you do on this?
No, you know, it's such a team effort, and we had a great team working with us. Robert Kurtzman's Creature Crew, Precinct 13, they did all the effects for us and really produced it along with Gary Jones. I did direct it and I composed the music because with Midnight Syndicate, that's what I do. But yeah, I had a great team and great actors too, between Tom Savini and Andrew Devoff, Jason Carter, Jim O'Rear, just a really good, solid group of actors that also, you know, helped carry the film. So.
Is this your first directing foray right here with this film?
Well, you know, I actually made an earlier version of that film like 16 years ago, but back then I had no money, so I was shooting on Super VHS, and, you know, so the quality was terrible, and you know, but it was just, we wanted to put something together to say, hey, we could make a movie, but my dream was always to remake it with an actual budget, and then because of Robert Kurtzman and you know, some of the success we've had with Midnight Syndicate, the support of our fans, we were actually able to remake the movie, you know, shoot on 16mm, and people seem to be having fun watching it, which was the whole goal, just to have a fun movie to watch. You know?
And it is a fun movie. From what I've seen of it, it's absolutely wonderful. The Dead Matter. I have to ask, working with Tom Savini as a first-time director, was that nerve-wracking at all for you?
You know, not really, because I've actually been friends with Tom for a long time through Midnight Syndicate. I approached him at a convention maybe back in 2000, 2001, to have him sign my Dawn of the Dead poster. At that time, I handed him some of the music that we do with Midnight Syndicate, and I said, "Can you give this a listen?" And he really liked it. So we kind of developed a friendship over the years, and he's really enjoyed what we do, you know, musically, and we, you know, worked with him on his Chill Factor series. And so when it came time to do the first Midnight Syndicate movie, there was no doubt we were going to get Tom, and you know, we got to get Tom involved. And he was great. You know, I mean, he's known for his effects, but I think he's really he's an excellent actor, and he really came on. He delivered, and every little bit of improv he did, we ended up keeping just because it fit and it worked and it was good. So nothing but a great experience there.
And Andrew Devoff as well.
Another great guy. He has such a presence, and he plays a bad guy. Again, he always plays bad guys.
Of course. It's Andrew Devoff.
Yeah, exactly. When he comes on set, and he just has such a presence, and he really gets into the character, and just, you know, the way he carries himself on set, you know, elevates the performances from the cast around him, because they can just feed off the energy that he's giving, and you can just tell in the scenes that, you know, where he plays across from other people, just. It really, they said, it really helped me elevate my performance. So he's just a, you know, consummate professional, great guy off camera, nicest guy you'll ever meet. Like he plays all these bad guys, but then when you meet him off, you know, at a convention or something like that, just the nicest guy you'd ever meet. So, yeah, another great experience. I mean, all around, it was a great. I mean, for a first time out. I mean, I got no complaints. You know, the worst problem we had was weather. You know, we got flooded one day out of one set. It was pretty catastrophic, but still, we had a good team. We were able to pull it together.
So how long did it take for you to get this whole project together, being that you had your finger in every pie imaginable? It must have taken a substantial amount of time for you to be able to do all this. How long from start to finish?
Well, we've been working on the script. You know, when we decided that we were going to start to remake the movie, we rewrote the script for about, not full time, but for like about 2 years. We kept molding the script and getting it just right. And then when we were finished with the script, then we started going to the next step. So I would say 2007 is when things started really picking up. And in August of 2007, we shot for 4 or 5 weeks, and then came the post-production. Now that flood that we had was pretty catastrophic for the production. It totally wiped us out for one day, and on a tight schedule and an independent budget. That's bad news. So that really pushed post-production back. I ended up having to do a little bit more of post-production, the editing, than was originally planned. It was not a problem because I have a lot of experience in editing, but you know, still, it pushed us probably back. You know, when I thought, hey, maybe we'll have this out in October of 2008. It wasn't out in October. It wasn't done until probably February of 2009. And at that time, it was just a matter of finding distribution. And so many things are going on in the distribution world right now, in the film distribution, especially in the independent, but anywhere, all across the whole industry. things are changing. In the end, we decided it would be best for us to distribute the movie ourselves. So that just meant, okay, now we got to hire people for art, you know, and developing this packaging and developing the DVD extras and all that.
It's wonderful packaging. They did a fantastic job on this.
Thanks. That's 0 Hour Bomb Company right there that did the package. They're just wonderful. But the whole idea, you know, that pushes things back. So it wasn't until August of 2010 that we released it. A lot of people were like, "What's up with this movie?" Because we were talking about, oh, it's going to come out 2008. That was just the stupidest thing I could have. Never put a date when you're in pre-production or production. I learned never put a year or a date when your movie's coming out. Wait till it's done before you do that. So it did take a little while, but it came out, and like the best part is that people seem to be having fun watching it. So it makes us happy.
I have to say, fans of Midnight Syndicate, fans of old school horror, will get a kick out of this movie, The Dead Matter. And I just want to thank Edward Douglas for taking the time to talk to Terror Transmission.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Appreciate
it.
Thank you.
TerrorTransmission.com